Hello guys! Last week I uploaded a Q&A video for you guys to ask questions to me, and essentially it was a special video because I reached 500 uploaded videos on YouTube, and this time around I'm going to be answering your questions that you asked. We got like 10 or 11 questions, 10 people asked them. That's a decent amount, and it's about as much as I was expecting, so I guess we'll start answering these questions you guys have asked me. Screw Attacked asks, will you be doing Bubsy 3D? Now, I had to look up this game because I've barely heard of it, but it kind of does. I do kind of recall hearing about it. It's a PS1 game, as far as I know. It's on the PS1. I'll check afterwards. But apparently, it's not that good of a game. It's kind of bad, I guess. I don't know why. I haven't tried it. Never played it. I'm not really planning on doing it because I've never heard of it. Really, never played it. But I guess I'll give it a shot, and if I think it's worthy of a video, I will try showing you guys it, I guess. Underrated Gamer asks, what made you start gaming, and how long have you been gaming? And you guys could have asked 2 questions. You don't have to, of course. You didn't have to. Essentially, I started gaming. This is the how long. I started gaming. Sorry, I muted my mic. I started gaming at least on consoles when I was about like 6 years old, 5 years old. Around that time, I was playing a lot of PC games. Of course, mostly educational games. You know, that kind of stuff. Pretty fun games while we're at it. A lot of point-and-click games, I think. I like those kind of games back then. Some other just arcadey games on computer, but when I was 6, I mainly started console games on a PS1. That was my first console, and that would have been 1997, I think. That was around when all the Spyro the Dragon Crash games and stuff were coming out, especially like Final Fantasy and whatnot. That was a big year for PlayStation. 1997. I think that was when it was released, possibly. I would need to check about that. So it's been 14 years, almost, since I've started gaming. I don't know the exact date, of course, but I'm almost 20 years old. It's pretty cool. What made you start gaming? Well, I basically started gaming, like I said before, when I got a PlayStation 1. It was my first console, other than a computer, of course. Most of the games actually were on discs, but a few games on the consoles or PC computer were on like floppy discs and stuff. So that was old school. Anyway, my first memorable game would have had to have been the classic Spyro the Dragon. Obviously, a lot of people are fond of that game. Essentially, I found it on a demo disc. Apparently might have came with the console. It's like a sampler disc, volume 8, and there was a demo of a bunch of other games on there. I might have to do a video of that one of these days, because I had a Medieval on here, the first Medieval game. I tried playing that back when I was younger, and a bunch of other games. I can't quite remember how many games were on there. I'm gonna have to try that again one of these days. So that's underrated gamers question. PS3 Master 19 asks, what is your favorite Crash Bandicoot game? And what is your favorite Spyro game at the moment? Okay, favorite Crash game would probably have to be the third one. It's probably the most solid of the games. Perfect, almost, pretty much. Time Trial added a lot to the game. After that, it was in the other games as well, though. Now, the rest of the games aren't bad at all. There's not really a bad Crash game. I think Mind Over Mutant was a pretty fun game with the the open worlds idea, as well as Twinsanity. I guess Twinsanity would be my fourth favorite Crash game, maybe third. Of course, Spyro the Dragon. The favorite Spyro the Dragon game would probably have to be the second one. I don't think I can say anything else. Sadly, Spyro the Dragon games haven't been always the greatest, in my opinion. But the last... I don't know, I guess it's not really a matter of bad games, it's a matter of taste. And I just am not a fan of the action-style gameplay that is in the Legend of Spyro series. Not sure about Skylanders yet. So, yeah. We'll go on to the next question in a bit. Okay, I'm back. And the next question is by the Juan Sherwin. He asks 2 questions. Future plans for this channel, question mark. And have you heard of RuneScape? First of all, RuneScape, I have heard of it. I kind of played it, I kind of dabbled in it a bit when I was like 14 or so. And I never really got into it. I don't know if it wasn't really bad, it was just something I didn't really enjoy much, I guess. It's a matter of tasting it. Future plans for the channel. Well, first of all, I want to finish stuff because I have 4 series right now. 2 of those series I started last year. So I'd really like to finish some stuff first. But the only thing I can really think of right off the bat, other than new Let's Plays, new stuff to try, except for projects and stuff like these secrets and Easter eggs for Ratchet Clank. I want to try to work on that. But the other thing I want to try is co-op. Yes, co-op games with some other commentators, possibly. I don't know how to do it. I've never used Skype or anything before, but I'd like to try to do some co-op, even if it is just playing the game with another person, without the commentary thing. The 2 games I'm kind of thinking about doing that with is All For One. It's kind of a no-brainer. Obviously the background of this video is All For One stuff. And you guys might be expecting this, but Rayman Origins. Now, Rayman Origins does have co-op. I don't know how many players, though, because I've never seen anybody more than Glowbox and Rayman. I'm assuming there's more than 2 players, but we'll see about that. I think it's kind of obvious that I'm going to be doing Rayman Origins because I've done the other 3 games, but I was wanting to do something. Is Rayman Origins even out yet? I don't know or not. I think I saw a demo of it, so it might be out. But I was planning on doing a filler game between then, but right now I'm already filled up on stuff to do YouTube-wise, and I'm not going to do that. I was probably going to do like Rayman Arena. I looked at some of the videos about that game, and I don't think it looks too fun. Red Devil Dazzy did some videos on that. Those are the videos I'm referring to. It didn't really look too fun to me, so I'm not going to play that game. But I was planning on doing the Game Boy Advance version of like Rayman 3 or something, or a sequel or something like Hoodlum Havoc 2, I think. I don't know if that exists, but that was what I was going to do. But I'm just going to skip over to Origins one of these days. I don't know when. So those are Sherwin's questions. The next question is by Jughead2950, and it's a long one for me to answer. In your opinion, what is the best video game ever, spanning on consoles, years, whatnot? And also, second question, also, who is your favorite video game character ever, spanning all consoles and years? And please elaborate. Okay. First video game ever, kind of, I can't really decide on one. There's so many games out there that I've played on different consoles. Of course, I haven't played as many variety of games. I kind of stick to the same genres and stuff, like RPG, platformer, and action-adventure. Those are kind of my favorite consoles and stuff. I like a few tycoon kind of games, like strategy, city-building games, kind of like that, so kind of like those games. I think my favorite video game ever, in my opinion, it kind of goes both ways. Nostalgia, definitely I'd have to say either Spyro or Crash. Probably Crash or Spyro. One of the way, I don't know, one of those games, probably like Spyro 2 or Crash 3. That's a nostalgia side of me, but really by a term of like a point of view that like an art style or something. I'd think the best video game ever I'd have to put was like Legend of Zelda, one of those games. More like Wind Waker, I think that's my favorite game to play. It's a lot of fun in that case. Because there's a lot of stuff to collect, explore. It's a massive game, I think, really. It's pretty amazing, and I had a lot of fun. I gotta play that game again one of these days. I can't decide on one of those because there's so many great games out there, but Wind Waker's pretty damn good. Character-wise, it's more narrowed down a bit because there's not so many characters that I find to be good, I guess. I don't know. Spyro the Dragon, probably. I gotta stop doing that. I'm muting my mic again. I guess he's the kind of character I like. Spyro 1 doesn't really have much emotion to Spyro. It's kind of like, he kind of has that with his old, you know, like, attitude. I'm gonna stop touching that. You know, that kind of stuff. And then in the other games, he has a more rational attitude. He's not so hyped up and stuff, but he does have that sarcastic kind of heroistic kind of attitude, you know, like a hero. I kind of like that, you know, in a character. Can't really say that about like Zelda. I like the art style, like the character that Zelda or Link, I'm sorry, a lot of people probably do that. But there's nothing about Link, really. I mean, Wind Waker, again, I'll use that as an example. His eyes and his mouth and his whole face really has a lot of emotion in there, but you can't really link to him as a character because he doesn't like talk. And frankly, I don't like Link to talk, really, because he's not supposed to talk. I like to keep it that way. But I think that does more worse than good because you can't really connect with the character. And when Jughead asks, what is your favorite character? If a character doesn't talk, that kind of takes a lot away from the character itself. And I think Spyro has a good attitude about him. Later on, I'll talk about Sly Cooper, and he has a similar kind of character to him, but I haven't really played his game, so I can't say much about it. I think that's a question, really. I kind of did that a bit fast, whatever. The next question is, oh yeah, with a 397. And he asks, and I'll read the whole question. Hey man, I've been a sub for 6 months now or so, and I love your work. Thank you. Wish you were bigger. Well, I kind of do too. My question is, who is your favorite character from the Sly Cooper series, and which game was your favorite? And I've already mentioned I haven't really played this series a whole lot. I don't own any of the games, but I have played a few demos, and if you guys don't know, here's a little secret for you. There is a demo within Up Your Arsenal, third Ratchet & Clank game that has a demo to the Sly Cooper 2 demo. I'm not going to tell you how to get that, though, because I'm a troll of sorts. Trolling. I haven't really played much of the series. I have played some of it, and I really liked it. I think I might have rented one of the games at a time, but I really like the gameplay and stuff behind it. Yeah. It's a platformer. Platformers are cool games. But the favorite character, I can link with that more because I've actually seen the characters and heard them. But Sly Cooper, definitely. Bentley kind of has a tech... I don't really think I can have a connection with him as a character, but I think Sly has that attitude, just like Spyro had. He's kind of sarcastic, but he acts like a hero. He's pretty good. He's nice to people, and kind of kind of weird because he steals stuff, right? I think it's a good reason why he steals stuff. I haven't played the game again. I can't really say that. But he does kind of the clockwork parks and stuff. I don't know. I've never really played it, so I can't. I've said that enough, but I'm going to pick up the PS3 collection for Sly Cooper because I think I'd be missing out if I didn't play that series. Pretty sure that's it. Okay, the next question is Secret Solver 8. And he says, do you consider Skylanders Spyro's Adventure to be an actual Spyro game? Why or why not? Another long question. Another long question for me to answer. His question wasn't too long, but I can't really say that I've played it yet. I haven't seen much of it yet, even. The gameplay is not like the classic games. It's more of an action RPG kind of game where you fight monsters and stuff, and the characters you have on the little pedestal affects like what kind of elements they have. Like if you have a fire monster or something, then he'll have fire attributes against ice enemies or something, and in specific areas it'll be useful. I kind of like that idea, but this little toy thing, that you have to have a toy, I guess it's okay, but they're really trying to shell it out because they have so many. I think Activision, obviously, they're making the game. If they're making the game, they want money most of the time, I guess. I don't know if you can really say they don't want money. It's a company. They're a company, but they're kind of a bit. I don't know. They keep on repeating the same series over and over, and they killed off the Guitar Hero series, as well as the Tony Hawk series, which is a series I'm pretty familiar with. I played the old, the Pro Skater 4 is definitely one of my favorite Tony Hawk games, as well as Pro Skater 3. I kind of like that series, but Skate 3, Skate 2, all sorts of the skate games by EA, those are pretty cool. But enough of that. That's a tangent, of course. The gameplay has been changed into Skylanders, which really puts it off because if you look at it, more games in the Spyro series are platformers than fighting games, you know, and I don't really like that. Not to say it's a bad game, it's just not my thing. For kids and stuff, they probably like it. I don't know. But this is a Spyro game. Borderline, I would say it isn't. It could be, but there's not enough focus on the Spyro characters throughout the series and stuff. But it had potential because of what the screenshots and stuff I've looked of the game. It looks really nice. The environments really have that Spyro the Dragon feel to them. It really reminds me of the games. In that sense, it does. The level design and stuff. So thank you for that question to Secret Solver 8. I really like the chance to talk about that game. Like I said, not a bad game, just not what I like. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Maybe Activision should listen. Well, they made some profit off of it, actually, so they're not going to go back to the old style of things if they found it to be successful. I think in an interview or something they said it was very surprising to them that it was so successful. So I don't know, kind of iffy on it. I don't really care about the Skylanders, but I don't hate it either. It's kind of that's kind of a bad thing to say, you hate a game. I mean, it's not like bad. It's not badly designed. It's just not what you like, I guess. Okay, we'll go on to the next question because I spent enough on that one. Okay, the next question is a very nice short question by Ice-T Koopa. Do you like Koopa Troopa? Now, he's a character enemy, I'm assuming, from the Mario series. You guys all know him and stuff, especially Goombas. Those are very iconic, and you should know those guys by then. Koopa Troopa, to me, they're just annoying enemies, but I think in the Paper Mario games, they're really cool enemies and stuff. They're nice characters. The Paper Mario series. And judging by your name, I think you probably are into the series. I can't tell. That sounds like something you'd see in the series because some of the characters have a middle initial, which I'm trying to remember what it was. Most of the cooks and stuff in that series have that name. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played the series. It's kind of like that in a way. I can't remember their names either. Okay, the next question is by Call of Duty Boy with X's around it. XX Call of Duty Boy XX. Where are you from? And can you add me on? Can you me on PSN? Can me add whatever? United States, Midwest. That's all I'm saying. And with PSN thing, I do have my username on my channel, you know, for the PSN, and it's up there for a reason. But you probably wouldn't want to add me because I do not play Call of Duty. It's just not my kind of game. I'm not saying it's a bad game. You know, it's just not my taste. So if you want to add me, go ahead, but I'm not going to play that game just because it's not my taste. Final question by SuperPro6UYA33. Who is the best Sony characters, Ratchet, Jack, or Sly? And 2, since when have you owned a PS3? Best Sony character, I'd probably have to say Jack. I just like his attitude and stuff, you know. But it's kind of close with Ratchet. But Jack has a more... I think I like the Jack games more. They're a lot more fun and stuff to play, but it's really close. I say Jack because I really like Daxter, really. Can I say Daxter? I want to say Daxter. He's a cool character. He's funny. He's snarky and whatnot. Snarky, whatever. Jack and Ratchet, they're 2 and 2 together, I guess. Sly, again, I haven't played the Sly games. I know you guys probably don't like that, but it's just, there's a lot of games out there, and I just didn't, it came out of nowhere, you know, I didn't realize it existed until really late, but I will try it one of these days on the PS3 collection. The final question, Super Pro 6UIA, Super Pro, that's short enough. I've owned a PS3 since summertime in 2008. That's when I bought it. I think it was like $500. And wow, that was about as much as my TV costed, so it used to be a lot pricey. It's like $250 now, I think, half the original price. So I've actually owned my PS3 for 4 years. I'm assuming 4 years so far. So it's been a while. I can't believe I've had it that long. It feels like much shorter time. That's just how time works, I guess. Okay, that's all the questions you guys asked me, and thank you guys. And like I said in the last part, I wouldn't have 500 videos without you guys probably, because I would have lost interest, and with you people watching my videos, that's helping, you know. It kind of gives me a reason to do them. So thanks for watching and listening and whatnot, and I'll see you next time. Bye!